doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast in the house. Hey!
We'll have a little pop-up. Have everybody over. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, you know, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. You know, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
I gotta tell you, the way white women somehow hijack the woke movement, generals around the world should be analyzing this. Just to refresh your memory, the woke movement was supposed to be about people of color, not getting opportunities, the at-bats that they deserve, finally making that happen. And it was about that for about 8 seconds. And then somehow, white women swung their Gucci-booted feet over the fence of oppression and stuck themselves at the front of the line. I don't know how they did it. I've never heard so much complaining in my life from white women. I even tell her, with my SUV and my heated seats, you have no idea what it's like to be me. Trash and white guys. The nerve. Where's the camera? The nerve of you white women. Listen, I don't want to speak ill of my bitches here, okay? I don't. But let's go back in history here, okay? You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of our crimes against humanity. You rolled around in the blood money. And occasionally, when you wanted to sneak off and hook up with a black dude, if you got caught, you said it wasn't consensual. Yeah, that's what you did. That's what you did. So why don't you shut up, sit down next to me, and take your talking to. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Triple B Podcast in the house. Brothers Breaking Bread. Special episode. We got superstars in there, but we're gonna get to it. And we also got an OG coming back one time for the one time 30 pieces, 10 meters, half of the brothers Doom, Joe Jeff. I am the KC Stark. And you know what? I guess she got her own theme music.
Frank.
Baby.
Frank.
We good.
Frank.
Baby.
Frank.
Pull.
Frank.
Get shot. Sit down. And do it.
What's going on, D? Welcome.
I wasn't expecting to hear our music like, it's your girl, Deja.
She better go in the whole routine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Hey, throw the AKAs at him. Come on.
Yeah, hit them up.
What? I wasn't ready. But you know my favorite AKAs, everybody's fine auntie, AKA Lady Thigh Meats, AKA, let me see. I don't know. This week I'm just chilling. Your favorite unemployed. I've just been living my leisurely life over here. So I wasn't ready for the AKAs today, but hey.
Well, welcome.
I have to say, man, that's a special introduction. I don't think we ever did that for anybody before. They got their own theme music coming out.
I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? I feel special.
Yeah, that's some special shit right there.
Next time somebody invite me on their show, I'm like, y'all gotta step your game up.
That's what I'm saying. But
that's how we try to do around here.
It's the first time we had somebody got their own theme music. They got their own music.
Damn real.
Unlike that one dude on the other show who ain't. What's up? Hey, what's up, Frank? How you doing? My bad.
There you go. See, all right.
See, I try throwing some music too, man. He just tossed my music to the side, nigga.
It's okay.
Man, that's okay.
But how we do here, we do our little check-in for the week, make sure how everybody's living and mentally, and make sure they're taking care of themselves. Not only you're a guest, but always ladies first. So how you doing, D?
I am doing very well. I'm just over here. I'm in, right outside of D.C. It's nice fall weather over here. I've been just having a good old time. Y'all know outside of the show that I left my job a couple months ago. So I'm just over here living this leisurely. Maybe I'll run today. Maybe I'll cook. Maybe I'll make a drink. Maybe I'll look for a job. I'll just wake up, whatever comes at me, however I feel. So I'm doing good.
Well, good.
So speaking of running, you had like a 5K or something that was coming up, or something you were organizing?
It's done. It was in September. This year, because of COVID, we had to do it virtually. A lot of people was like, what the fuck is a virtual race? But I do a 5K in memory of my mother every September, where I raise funds for an organization in Baltimore called the Marion House. And that we just did that in the end of September or whatever. So I'm done that, but I still volunteer for Marion House. That's how I pay respects to my deceased mom. But running in general, after my mom died, I started running. And even though I'm slacking now, I'm sure it's only one person who ran a marathon on this call right now. 26.2 miles. So I am a runner, even though I've been slacking the last year or so. So all that, kind of getting started after my mother passed away kind of led to this whole, I ran a bunch of 5Ks, 10Ks, and I worked my way up to half marathons, and I've done one full marathon. So, yeah.
Nice.
Respect.
And
I'm multi-talented over here. Y'all might know me from the Bad Boozy Podcast, but I drink, I run, I organize, I fundraise, I do a lot of shit.
Do you drink while you run?
That's
no, hold up. Not while I run, but I do pick races based on the liquor afterwards.
There it is. I feel it.
So
how
be
much
like,
running are you doing?
Say that again?
Are you running the entire time or run stop?
When I did the marathon, when I did the full marathon, I trained, so I ran the whole time. But we planned it to for the full marathon, I planned it to jog, run, whatever. But at every mile marker, give myself a minute to power walk,
right.
or through the running, or if it was a water station, just power walk through the water station. But nigga, I was in constant motion for the whole 5 hours.
So.
And then you all heard her say she is a co-host of the Bad Boozy Podcast. That's bad. That's my fault on the full introduction. I got so caught up.
That's fine.
And then I was listening to your podcast. So were you the top earner for the your fundraiser?
Yeah, so this year, this is I've done the fundraiser, my mom passed away 8 years ago, so I've done a fundraiser 7 or 8 years in a row, and every year since 2005, I've been a top individual fundraiser.
Racks.
So I'm Outchea. If you put a whole team, because Johns Hopkins is a big sponsor or whatever, so overall team, 2 of the years I did get top team too. Mm-hmm. But individually, I got a pretty big mouth and a far enough reach that, I get close to $5,000. That's pretty good for one person just begging for money, give me your coins.
Yeah, give it to me.
But I'm persistent and I'm genuinely a good person, so people like to oh sure, we'll donate. Because at Marion House they would be like, how are you getting all this money? I was like, I don't know, I just be asking.
All they can do is tell you no.
Right. All they can do is tell me no, and I follow up. When I was employed with the federal government, mm-hmm. I'll be like, oh no, it's payday. You said you was going to donate. Go ahead and log onto your computer right now.
Yeah, because you worked at the IRS. You can see what they was getting, huh?
No, I'm not looking at that money, but if I'm your coworker, I'm also know we got paid today, so I'm walking over to you. Don't tell me to remind you, because I will.
So you the coworker that you ain't bringing the trash bags for the kids football team and stuff like that, are you?
No. I'm the coworker that I had a pretty black experience at the IRS, considering some of my friends who had white corporate experiences. So we was the coworkers that let's do lunch. I'm gonna bring the greens, you bring the chicken, whatever. We had fun at work. My surrogate grandma still works there. She's 70-something years old. The day I bought the greens and she co-signed them, y'all ain't been able to tell me shit since. An old black woman told me my greens was good. You ain't gotta tell me nothing. I won.
You Gucci.
There it is.
Gucci.
But that's a little bit about me.
But thank you. I guess we move on to what's going on, 30. How you doing, man? Since you be acting brand new.
No,
I'm just playing.
Don't fuck that up.
I love you.
Wow, dog. Like, come on.
I love you.
You don't get no intro music, nigga. You ain't special like that.
I didn't pull up the one mic.
Lowrider from
Hold on. Here we go. Say hi, Daddy. I love you. Good luck on the podcast. There we go. That's all I got. That's all I got for you.
Enjoy the music. Enjoy the music.
There's a little spoiler. If you tune into the Wait One Mic podcast, and then in the coming weeks, you'll have more of Ms. D and some of her story. So here you go. Shameless plug.
Don't be ashamed. But how you doing, pimp?
No, I'm good. I'm smiling. Employed. You know, even though I got fired and got shaded on by
Nigga, you still on that? You bragged about that last time you was on the show, nigga. We'll kick you off. Get ready. Come on, man. New shit. We on the new shit. Hey, man. So can I say congratulations, sir?
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations on the successful launch of your podcast.
That's right.
So far, yeah. Whopping. So I'm counting over here. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4 subscribers.
Already done, sir. Already done.
Yeah,
already. Okay,
on
cool.
Spotify.
I listened to the episode, man. You and Rodger.
Subscribe to the. I listened to the introductory clip, and I listened to the first episode.
That too.
I done my due diligence.
You and Rodger sounded like the old days, man. Like the Nicaraguan, man. That's what it reminded me of.
But like on like tamed though. Tamed.
You called me. It was the middle of the day, so I hadn't been drinking too much yet. So that's probably what it was.
And it sound. I don't know y'all like that, but it just sounded like some niggas reflected on like the good old days.
That's pretty much what it was. Remember back when I used to be able to dunk? Now my knees hotter than your girlfriend's pussy. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I don't know how I know that.
Okay.
You know what? After that, I'm doing really good now. I'm doing really good. I like that. No, yeah. I mean, I finally got around to doing the podcast. Excuse me. October. My birthday's in October. I turned 37, so did that on purpose just so that I could try to remember the anniversary next year. Try to keep it close to my birthday or something like that.
Right.
Everything's good. It's one of those things that and I think it's gonna be one of the episodes I'll have about it's just I don't know if you guys get to the point that life is going really, really, really good or good or nice or not great but just good. But then in the back of your mind, you're always like, yo, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like you're still kind of like, life is good, but you're somewhat guarded because some shit's about to happen or it should happen. And I don't know if I'm alone on that one, but anyhow, so life is going good. My truck failed on me, and it's almost a brand new truck. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I take care of it. The engine goes out. I'm like literally like 1,000 miles over my warranty.
Damn.
Hate to see
So it's a full engine swap, not just the top, not full $8,000, dog. I was like, oh, this is it. Life
Was you ignoring that change oil light?
No, my man. It was like 200 miles from the when I changed the oil.
Yeah, what about all the oil changes in between?
No, how
many lawnmowers have you been towing?
What?
Sorry. Racism. That's racism. My bad.
Anyhow, so I'm trying to be better, but anyhow, so $8,000. So this guy, my man, calls me and say, "Yo, you're about to get hit for about $8,000 to $9,000 on this engine swap," and I was like, "What?" Hit up my brother-in-law because he worked for a dealership too. So he was like, "Yo, we sold this car. We sold this extended warranty and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and do some shit." Anyhow, comes back. All I owe is like $3,500 though. Granted, I gladly paid that because I had that, but it's still $3,500. That still hurts.
Nigga, did you just tell on yourself on the air?
For what?
You talking about?
Nigga, that sound like fraud, nigga. Hold up.
Get him.
He said my peoples was at the dealership, bada boom, bada bing. Now only owe 3,000, nigga. What the fuck, bro?
I-70 Connect. Cocaine cowboy back.
Nigga, some shit, hey man, we gotta warn y'all, nigga. Some shit need to stay to ourselves, man.
Hey Frank.
Every story ain't gotta be told.
Hey Frank, they expecting snow in Topeka?
I'm kind of breezy over here. This next 3-day forecast calls for a little breezy wind.
A little snow.
A little breezy wind.
Man.
Now, so but you good though? Truck good? Truck you back and running?
Anyhow, so we're at, you know, so you always, you know, so I got that, whatever. But now it's like I'm on cruise control. Everybody around me is just starting to do really well. Obviously not, and then thinking about the COVID stuff and all that shit, and, you know, considering all that. But yeah, man, I'm just, and you know, the holidays are coming around. So while I think life is going well for me right now, I still got that fucking gnawing feeling that something is gonna try to blindside me, and I'm just trying to prepare for it.
Enjoy the moment, pimp. Just enjoy the moment. That's what
I try to.
Something I learned from my therapist, dog. Sometimes you just gotta live in the moment, embrace it, enjoy it. Yeah, you always planning for tomorrow, but you definitely gotta live in the moment, bro.
Right.
No, yeah, I mean, and I'm and hey, that's one thing that being a supervisor as well. And being obviously younger than everybody on my department, like me trying to let them know, hey, like we're not a family, and I'm like, look, we're at work, we're colleagues at best, we're not a family, but the best thing about it is that, you know, at work, this is what you do, this is not who you are. So I already know if you got a family at home, you bring that to the house and to work. So you take care of the house, you know, work is gonna take care of itself, you know. So I've been projecting that, and I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, man. Even a lot of my employees, man, they're like, they appreciate it. You could tell that their shoulders are relaxed a little bit now, and the jobs are still getting done, the duties are still getting done.
Right.
So, but yeah, man, I'm living by my own words, but I'm also trying to practice them as well.
Well, good.
Preach and practice them.
Good job, pimp.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Now I'm gonna come to you, 10 meters. We're deep in the show, so let's make sure we keep it.
How you doing over here?
How you doing?
You cool?
I'm cool.
You good?
Okay.
I'm straight.
You straight?
We not starting
back over, nigga.
Hey man,
No.
KIT, bro. KIT. Keep it together.
No.
Keep it together.
No.
Keep it together. KIT. Come on, man.
You the third one up. You the third one up to bat. We can't start the ending over, nigga.
Anyway, no. This week it's been pretty chill. This week, I'm getting into more and more different types of cases and things like that at work. So, other than that, everything is still the same. It's hot until tomorrow down here in the bayou. We got a little cold front coming here, so it's gonna be nice and cool. I get to wear a little bit of light jacket finally.
I did say it was gonna be a 3-day forecast of the light breezy.
Not here. It's never that way down here. So, but anyway, everything is up and everything like that. Shortly here, on a side note, I will be starting my photography business. So, y'all wish me luck on that.
Good luck.
And hopefully I can, turn that into some profit pretty soon.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Good. What's up with you, Joe?
Man, been a week.
All right.
Well, first and foremost, I got out there and I voted today.
All right.
Yeah, man, I boarded that Trump train. Whoop whoop.
Okay, nigga. Bye bye.
Oh,
I was gonna say, well, who'd you voted for? I mean, that's I respect. I mean, nah, not really.
No, that's for kryptonite.
We do not respect that nigga.
I know I've been spending the last 52 weeks talking about how much I love Trump. Man, stop that. I don't know why y'all playing, man.
It's in love. That's a good segue to the coon section. Let's not segue.
What had the Democrat done for the black man? What the Democrat done for the black man?
Right. So anyway, obviously these are all jokes. But I did get out there and vote today, so did my civic duty. Huh?
Who'd you vote for?
I voted no on Amendment 3. Is that what you want to know? I think that's what you were. That's the burning question, right?
Burning question.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay. So with that all being said, since the last episode, I got tested.
Oh. Came back negative.
Negative.
All right.
Wait.
That's a positive, right? I came back negative.
So negative, positive. That was a good say. Hold on.
Well, it's a positive that I came back negative, right?
Right. That's
you playing that Trump role again, man.
So are you cured? You got the antibodies?
I don't know. So, I take a lot of tests. I don't know. Maybe I tested. Maybe I didn't. I don't. I test all the time.
So
who knows if I tested?
So you don't remember the last time you took a test?
No. I know the last time I took it. It's the only time I took a test. So.
Okay.
That is not a pleasant experience, people.
No.
Not at all. So please mask
I
up.
bet you remember that mug, don't you?
Oh yeah. Well, I felt like I've been relatively, what I'm saying, doing my diligence. I've been in the house, what I'm saying, for the most part since March. But you start to get out there and mingle a little bit. I was in some company, and basically what happened, they had got it. And
them faces D making.
You got lax.
I just heard in some company and my brain just went all kind of places.
It was 3 people. I don't know.
Ooh. Was it guy, girl?
What?
Girl.
I said in some company. I just saw all the things.
Yes. We're going to keep that. No, we're not going there. Matter of fact, I'm going back to edit this shit.
Yeah.
Was it
moving on?
No, I don't.
Female? Was it female, male?
And so the other thing I did this week.
My bad.
Not playing with y'all. These are not the games I'm playing.
Okay.
So anyway, another experience that happened this week is I drove a trailer home. You good? What's up?
Positive?
Bro, did we have a conversation?
He just said he was negative.
He said he was
Okay.
negative.
You cool, man?
Nah, what's in that? That CBD hitting hard in the motherfucker, bro.
I don't think that's CBD, man. I think that's the real shit.
Hey, hold on now.
Hey, Frank, can I check in now?
Oh, damn. Y'all cute. Y'all so cute.
I'm just saying, man. All right, we ready? Okay. So the other thing I did is I moved a trailer home today, or not today, yesterday. So I hooked up a fucking trailer home to the back of my SUV and moved that bitch from one city to another city. So that was my trucker story right there, man. So
Good shit. Damn. 10-4, good buddy.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's my week. Hey, Store, how about you, sir? What's your week been like?
Oh man, it's been all good. It's been all good and gravy, baby. You know the usual. My upstairs neighbor across the way still got 8,000 pounds of dog shit on their patio and them pumpkins. I wish I could put it in the fucking chat group. I've been trying to find a way, dog. But the twins, they play receiver. They've been balling the fuck out. I mean, even though it's JV, they get a lot of varsity time. But we talked about the quarterback. They making some grown ass man catches, and I've been trying to put them in the chat group because y'all ain't gonna believe me. These niggas making one-handed catches while they falling out of bounds, bro. I'm like, whose children are these? I don't know if it's a source of my side eye, but it's definitely it ain't gonna. COVID ain't never gonna go away because niggas wearing their masks, but they pissing and not washing their hands in the bathroom.
I feel like that's side eye worthy, bro.
Nigga, I was at the hospital.
What's that? That's a full-on...
Nigga, at the hospital?
I was at the hospital
That's a face turn. That ain't no side eye.
And it wasn't a worker there. It was someone who was probably there visiting a loved one or a sick one. I don't know. But I had to go to because we only got one bathroom in our locker room, so I had to walk around. You know, Anthony used to work there. I had to go by the bathroom by the cafeteria. So I'm in there pissing. White dude, mask on. He in there pissing.
Always a white dude.
Yeah, always a white dude. I finish before him. Go to wash my hands. Mm-hmm. Next thing I know, the door opens and he's not in the bathroom no more.
What the fuck? I laughed.
And
I think you intimidated him, man. He was off his game.
I am.
Hey, dog.
I was just sitting there blinking in the mirror, bro. I'm like, this is why we gonna die. This is why send the reset asteroid ASAP, please.
That
sounds like a side eye to me.
Seinfeld, man.
Huh?
That reminded me of that episode of Seinfeld when Seinfeld went there and used the bathroom and was washing his hands.
But then
the cook came out of the bathroom after I guess he took a shit or whatever, and just said what's up to Seinfeld and walked out the bathroom when I washed his hands.
That happened to me in the military, bro. Like we was like, Frank and Tim, y'all in the military, dog. We came back from our field exercise. You need to eat out of them MREs. They constipate you. So we do our roll march. You get back. I got to take a shit. This white dude, he took a shit. We get in there. Ain't no toilet paper in the bathroom, bro. So I'm like, God damn. Like, hey, man, you got toilet paper next door? No, I ain't got no toilet paper either. Got lucky somebody came in there. I'm like, hey, man, go into the supply closet. Just roll toilet paper. So he throw a roll under the thing. I, wipe my ass. And I'm like, hey, bro, you need this roll? He said, I'm good. He didn't get no toilet paper. To this was 1999. To this day, I am still wondering what that man did to wipe his ass.
He just might have walked out there with the crumbs, bro.
Dog, chunky, nutty booty motherfucker. What is wrong with you? Anyway. Outside of that, man, life is good. Kids are here, they sleep. Big kids are doing good in life. So, as a grown man, I can't be too upset. There we go. Anyway.
Hey, I had a story about that too, man. I called that dude out. I was like, because I was washing my hands, and I was like, hey, you gonna wash your hands? He was walking right behind me. I'm like a big ass mirror. I'm like, yo. And especially right now during COVID and shit, I'm like, yo, wash your hands.
Dog, it was too quick, dog. Like I was like, I was getting the soap. I was in there with washing my hands. I think the water faucets are racist. They don't pick up on black hands or something. Because I'm in this motherfucker swinging my hands back and forth into the damn thing. And then by the time I realized the door had opened and closed, and I was like, this motherfucker just left the bathroom without washing his little pissy ass paws. And he's probably going to the fucking cafeteria to put his little pissy ass paws all over his food. And this is how we gonna die, just like that.
Over your tray too, nigga.
Nigga, oh no. This how World War Z kick off.
Yeah.
this shit. Anyway,
that's real talk though.
Now speaking of, I don't know. Let's just keep moving. Let's go.
Kennedy, the arguments will be that situation was distinguishable. The vacancy did not arise in the presidential election year. It arose the year before in June when Justice Powell retired, and Justice Kennedy was nominated in November of the prior year. Moreover, he was nominated after Bork's nomination had failed and Ginsburg withdrew his nomination. So the wrangling for the spot, the conversation about the spot, the existence of the spot had been in play for a long time before that. Moreover, Kennedy is a moderate Republican and he replaced a moderate Republican, Powell. We're talking about Justice Scalia, the staunchest conservative on the court, and we're talking about him being replaced by someone who could dramatically flip the balance of power on the court. It's not a lateral move. And
it ain't a lateral move.
Bitch, what?
No, that certainly is not a fucking lateral move. I don't know. That's Amy Coney Barrett.
Trick.
She has been nominated to replace the notorious RBG,
so even
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, on the court, and she's out here talking out of both sides of her mouth.
Both sides of her mouth.
you know.
So
normally she don't say shit. Normally she say a whole bunch of words and nothing of any substance comes out. Normally she get up there and say, well, I'd have to look at the facts of the case. I'm not gonna say nothing important out here. Right. But apparently when she's on what's that? CNBC?
Yeah, CBSN. My bad.
CBSN. Okay, yeah. When she on there, she be giving out all the tea. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing is, like, okay, we talked about last episode the whole thing of, like, you know, president of the same party and the Senate and all that shit like that. But fuck all that. She talking about you should replace whoever left the Supreme Court or passed with someone who is like-minded, and bitch, you are the furthest thing from.
Furthest thing.
Way furthest.
So even using your own words, your ass shouldn't be anywhere in this committee to get nominated. Using your own fucking words and logic.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, you should be able to replace him in a presidential year, but like, it's so crazy how her and everybody else is acting like y'all didn't let Obama do that. Like, so now it should be allowed. Like, I can't take him seriously.
No.
It's very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Yeah.
And I know you have something to say, Frank. Like you waiting. You was up on the mic.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting. I'm just trying to see how everybody
made fun of me about it. You was like right here on the mic, bro. Right here on the mic. I see you. Go ahead.
Once again, he's fucking with you.
No, go ahead. What you gotta say, Frank?
No, I was gonna say, man. I've only seen this only once or twice, but we talk. Well, one of the things that I've, with me and you, what we talk about, and everybody else, and their friends and their colleagues that they talk about, and they respect is experience, right? She's only been a judge for 3 years, my man. How are you comparing?
Well, has she only been a judge, or has she only been a federal judge for 3 years?
She only been a federal judge for like 3 years.
For 3 years.
So she's definitely jumping the line, and I don't know. To me, it's kind of fucked up that she got appointed for her judgeship by the same president who's appointing her for the Supreme Court in the same damn term. Like, if you're gonna do it that quick, it should at least be two different presidents.
Yeah.
No,
not even should it be two different presidents. Like Frank was saying about the experience. When it comes to the Republicans, it's like they talking about like competence and experience. I don't agree with her politics and whatever. But even with that, at least be a nigga who got like a history and like been out here doing a job. Like, you been out here. My man Trump in office, and this nigga was a reality TV show star. And even if you ain't like Hillary, she got a whole shit ton of experience. So they just want niggas that's like not even qualified for the job to begin with.
Well, hold up, but she make up for it by being the only one not from an Ivy League school.
Oh, I guess. Because they think.
Hey, but she's a Rhodes Scholar because she went to Rhodes.
She's a Rhodes Scholar.
Rhodes Scholar. It's an Ivy League school.
So she went to Rhodes.
The same
College,
nigga who. The
she
same
went to Rhodes College. They call her a Rhodes Scholar.
But no, I mean, again, look at all of this. It's all jokes right now and all that, and I'm glad that we can laugh about it.
Keep from crying, my nigga.
Straight up,
for real.
Yeah,
because it's
stressful.
Sad shit.
The world is like crumbling right before our eyes.
But I'm saying we talk about how she responds and past videos and all that stuff, and like I said, I mean, these things can be edited, and however you want to see them, it may or may not change how you feel about it ultimately. But what we can look at is what your past experience has been, and unfortunately for her, did she complete 3 years or almost 3 years?
Almost 3 years.
I'm nominated in 2017. I'm not exactly sure what time of year. She said it, but I don't remember.
Right. So, and then just like how you said too, Joe, you're being appointed by the same person. You basically got hired. You're getting promoted by the person that hired you.
She's jumping the line, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, like how many? And
she acting like she don't know why he's like picking her. Like a judge, you know, we know they got their opinions, but a Supreme Court judge is supposed to be nonpartisan.
Right.
But it's obvious that she knows that she had these thoughts. Trump wants you to be a specific thing. We ain't stupid, beloved.
Yeah, she's an ideologue. She's an ideologue.
And that's what I'm saying.
But she got.
And that's what I'm saying. I think.
Go ahead, Frank. My bad.
Well, that's what I ultimately I'll end up with that. You know, if you know, we get caught up in how she's responding and everything, but the reality is she doesn't have the experience, and even at the basic level, I mean, she doesn't have the experience. And let's just go with that. Like, you know, do you want a plumber? You want to hire a plumber that's, you know, just started, or do you want a plumber that has a minimum 5 years experience?
For a lifetime appointment, I don't think it's a lifetime.
She has the experience. She has the experience for what she got hired for. She got hired to be a partisan.
Like that, you right. Yeah.
She got hired to be a partisan. She got 47, 49 years of being a partisan.
But fuck all that.
And so she's hired to do that job, and they hired her at this young age because they expect her to be around for 40 years.
Hey, but fuck all that. She bought them 2 black kids. Y'all need to shut up.
I was about to say
She brought them. Did you say she bought them 2 black kids?
I mean, she had. I'm sorry, adopted. I'm sorry, my bad. Did I say bought? I'm saying. I'm not my bad.
Did you see the thing about how she described the kids?
Man. I mean,
like she described the white kids like, hardworking,
intellectual,
all these educational things. The black kids, it was like, they're happy-go-lucky, and look at
the physical size of these niggas. Look at this nigga's hands. He can grip a football.
I was like, shit. Oh my God, somebody get them black kids. Somebody save them. Like, oh my God.
Well, she smuggled them from Haiti.
She had to. She stole them.
She bought them kids.
Haiti. She got them after the earthquake, probably.
She bought them kids.
She got them just like Matt Gaetz got that Cuban pool boy.
What'd you say? Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's stupid.
Hey, man. The one thing I hate, man, is that bitch is from here.
Where's she from?
Louisiana.
Metairie, Louisiana.
She one of your people, nigga.
Yeah.
Ballin'.
No, she ain't my people.
Why y'all didn't blow that?
She your fault. Matter of fact, she your age. Y'all the same age. Y'all probably went to school together.
Hold on, nigga. I'm trying to figure out.
None of these Negro schools.
Hey, was that your date to prom, nigga?
Hey, fuck no, man. Because I went to one of the niggas.
Where you gonna get the black kids from, nigga? Hold up.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why you didn't blow that dust on her, nigga. Like fucking serpent in the rainbow, nigga. Motherfucker, rise, chicken rise. And that bitch become a zombie, nigga. Why y'all didn't do her like that, bro? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You should have brought her a calendar and asked if she like beer.
No.
I like beer. I like beer.
I want to say we got a lady in the president, and I do.
Yeah, she looking at you, fool, nigga. Hey, he's up, nigga.
No, I want to make sure we're not about to do no sexist stuff, because
nigga, say that shit for the one mic, nigga.
It's a real nigga on the phone. That's what you got.
She just been vetted.
She said her internal balls are bigger than your external ones, nigga. What's up?
She was told what we gonna do. We ain't pulling no punches, nigga. Get ready.
No punches.
Yeah, we don't do that. Like, it's a delicate lady on the. I don't do none of that. That's not me.
Frank, like she was right next, like they were really right next to each other, like.
Hey, you know what?
I'm about to get Kabbalah on his neck, like.
I ain't talking, nigga. I'm talking, nigga. Nigga, I'm talking. Mr. Vice President, I'm talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we get ready to sometime. What I say, I'm refined around the edges when I need to be, but that's not it.
It is.
She with brothers, man. She breaking bread.
It's 11:30 at night, nigga. Ain't no refined hours, nigga.
I'm a hood rat from Baltimore City. I don't care. Like, that's still me, regardless.
This might be the first live source of my side eye we had on the show, nigga.
All man in the field. Live from the side eye.
I appreciate it, but I like to tell people how to treat me, and so you don't got to be gentle.
That's funny. I don't know what she was looking at, but as soon as Frank said we got a late, she was like, nigga.
I looked at me.
Hey, she hit it with that Kamala. Exactly. She hit that with Kamala. So she hit it with Kamala.
I'm like, damn.
Oh, bro. But yeah, this lady. So I guess we are not guests. I know we're all in agreement. This lady is not fit to be a fucking Supreme Court justice. Should not be. But we know what the game is, and like Joe pointed out, we already all know that she got a young white woman who is very conservative replacing someone who was not very conservative, and they expect her to be there for a long ass time. And thank you everybody who stayed at home and didn't fucking vote. Like I told y'all, we're gonna be sucking dick for contraceptives by 2022.
I do feel like, in general, not just with Amy Coney Barrett specifically, I don't think a lot of these white women specifically realize what they're getting themselves into. Because I think it's like that thing with like it looks better if Trump and stuff is like threatening Roe v. Wade and stuff like that. It doesn't look as good if it's actually done. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like it looks kind of good, like, oh, we got this turmoil, but he don't have nothing if she get on the court and the shit get overturned, because my nigga, like, all these rich motherfuckers, y'all benefiting over the abortions. We know y'all mistresses and spouses and little side chicks and y'all kids. We know y'all the ones getting all the abortion stuff too.
Hold on.
So it's like in theory, it works. Trump, it works good for him to have these things like in limbo, not for it to actually like be executed.
Hold on.
So D. It's gonna backfire on him if it actually get overturned.
Hold on, D. You and Joe been exchanging notes, because I think like 2 or 3 episodes ago he said something very similar, very similar. I listen to like New York Times Daily. I keep track of what's going on, and I'm a whole ass woman that whatever I used to tell my mother before she died. Like if I get pregnant, I'm gonna be on the first thing smoking to the abortion clinic. I need my rights, my nigga. Yeah,
like,
I firmly agree. And like we talked about on the show, it is a big show. It rallies the base. It gets them, up in arms about it. But and if you ever take it off the books or do away with it, you ain't got nothing. Yeah.
Like Trump don't really have no politics he stands for, but himself. He just need to do whatever, whether it was Democrat or Republican, whatever side he could get riled up or do whatever and perform for, that's who he was going to go for. That nigga ain't no lifetime Republican or no Democrat. He don't care about either base.
That nigga's he's a true carpetbagger.
It's whatever one's kind of like back to him, and it happened to be the Republican Party. So he's going to pander to them. But a lot of these white people, I'm not far from West Virginia, they don't even realize they against Obamacare, and a lot of the niggas, the Obamacare hurt them more.
Oh yeah.
So
I just seen videos where they'd be like, hey, goddamn that fucking Obamacare. Well, how do you feel about the ACA? Oh, I love the ACA.
It's
just the same goddamn thing.
And the statistics
Exactly the same thing. It is.
It's the same thing. Or I don't know, white guys, they just getting their own way. Like y'all the ones hurting more from some of the stuff, but whatever.
But I mean, what you were speaking on before, I think it's like you've been wooing somebody for a while, and you've been doing all the extra work, and then you finally hit, and then you lose interest.
Perfect example.
So
it's like a nigga that's cheating, but they don't really they all for the chase. They don't want to actually date. They don't want to settle down. All they want is the chase. And that's
I'm saying about as far as the motivation for Republicans. So if I've been working all this to get what I need to get done, I'll go and buy the flowers and I'll buy the food. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say me. I'm just saying it hypothetically. But when you get there and you get what you want, then it's like I don't feel like calling. So the Republican Party has been trying to get this nut by overturning Roe v. Wade for all this time. And if they finally bust, they're gonna stop going to the poll. They're going to stop going to the poll, and then Republicans going to lose steam, and they're going to lose office and all that bullshit. So they're going to get the tax cuts they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So, I mean,
yeah.
That's what it is. That's some brilliant analysis, D.
I'm just going, like, I ain't really a praying ass nigga, but I'm going to just pray a little bit and, like, that's why I'm just going to live. Who said we got to live in the moment? I'm just going to live in the moment just in case the world ends while it's happening. Because this world's crazy.
All we can do is hope that the asteroid comes We can heat up our hot pockets
As you
and just enjoy it.
We don't need microwave.
Why have there's been more reporting like meteors barely missing the Earth?
Because the aliens, the
This shit is out of whack. We done fucked up the planet, global warming and shit. The aliens probably like fuck them niggas. They probably throwing rocks at the Earth.
They like, we a virus, dog. We a virus, and they trying to get rid of us, nigga. But they don't want to get too close. They're like, ooh, that COVID shit still. Ooh, them niggas coughing and pissing and ain't washing
They probably can see through better because the motherfucking atmosphere probably thinning out. They like, let me hit them niggas.
All right.
Speaking of global warming, you see that sneak diss the governor of California through?
I can see that shit.
No.
Fucking Trump finally gave them aid for the fires. Wait, how long the fires been going on?
Nigga, all year.
All fucking summer, and the governor took the aid and was like, "Thank you for your timely response, President Trump." Like,
that nigga ain't shit.
I asked that shit for 2 months ago. Thank you for your timely response, President Trump. Fuck out of here.
Oh, he fine. That's petty.
But hey, Trump. We'll get to that anyway. We gonna keep it on this political shit.
In this hearing, and I'm struggling whether I respond or launch into this question as a legislator or from the perspective of a woman of faith, because I cannot. It's very difficult to sit here and listen to arguments in the long history of this country of using sometimes love our neighbor and our enemy, that we should welcome the stranger, fight for the least of us, that it is easier for a rich man, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into a kingdom of heaven. He would be maligned as a radical and rejected from these doors. And I know, and it is part of my faith, that all people are holy and all people are sacred, unconditionally. And that is what makes faith sometimes, that's what prompts us to transform, because it is unconditional. It's not about that it is up to us to love parts of people. We love all people. There is nothing holy.
As an atheist, I will clearly state that there's a lot of niggas I do not love and hate and wish them nothing but eternal fire and damnation.
Well, okay, so a little context, because we spread through that. I know it's a 3-minute video.
3 minute bit. My bad.
But AOC, by the way, that's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. That's AOC speaking on the House floor. And what she's talking about is some of the kind of foolishness we talk about with these Republicans. Mm-hmm. How they claim to be the biggest Christians, but don't act nothing like a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Forget all the teachings. And so what she was saying, if Christ himself showed up in the House floor, the Republicans, who were supposed to be the biggest Christians, would call him a zealot and push him out.
Yeah.
They'd be confused because it'd be a brown motherfucker on the floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So while we over here talking about, you know what I'm saying, the religious freedom of Coney Barrett, because she's a Catholic, you know what I'm saying? These folks talk crazy about Ilhan Omar like every day. Every day. Let it have been a Muslim they picked for the court, and let's see what they talking about on religious freedom then.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
It's freedom when it's like these white evangelicals.
Mm-hmm. And so these so what she talking about here is, you know what I'm saying, what about the least of these? I mean, that's the type of stuff that
That's what she's saying, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's easier to get through a camel to get through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven. But we got Ryan Dirks talking about we need to make more money. Emmanuel Cleaver, $2 million in debt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't know what Bible they read. It's not the one I read. I don't know. That's me.
Oh, I firmly agree. I mean, yeah, we know what it is. What I am.
Yeah.
But I was raised in the church. My grandmother's a founding member of a church here in Kansas City. And like you brothers here, I respect your belief systems. And yeah, what they get on the mic and say, it ain't what I read in that book. It ain't what my grandmother taught me as far. Even though we agreed we disagreed, I should say, on certain things, but we firmly agreed on loving your fellow person, loving your fellow human, building a community, and everyone has a say in that community, not just rich white men. You know what I'm saying?
And to add to that, yeah, that's what I was taught, as a kid, was to, love thy neighbor as thyself. Be kind to one another, and help your fellow man. I was never taught, to interpret the Bible to be used for my own gains. I was never taught that, and nor do I practice that. But yet, I witness Christians, so-called Christians, I won't call them real Christians, but so-called Christians, to use the Word of God, or to use the Bible, or use religion just for their own, ill-gotten gains. And so, which is deplorable to me. And that's why it's hard.
Those who might not understand. Are you an originalist?
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. It's really hard for me to go back into church and look a pastor or reverend in the face, and then at the same time behind that cloak of religion, he's doing things just for his own personal gains.
Like, I think it's one thing to be a follower of Christ. It's another thing to be a Christian. And I think, like, religion can be ugly. Like, there's been so many ugly things done in the name of Christianity. Slavery was done in the name of Christianity.
I want to say, because my native people were not Christians.
Preach.
Well, no, there's some Christians over in Ethiopia.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying they don't exist, but the way we typically think about it is like we were stripped of whatever we was doing back then. Mm-hmm. But I'm not saying it's like you can't find solace in whatever religion or whatever. But
y'all can all join me in the Church of the Reset Asteroid, and the Earth gets destroyed.
That sounds lit.
And we eat our Hot Pockets and drink our motherfucking brown liquor.
That kind of coincides with Revelations, bro.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That does really coincide with. We ain't
2020 coincide with it every day. We ain't
gonna end it in flood no more. We're gonna end it in fire, right?
Hey,
so the asteroid really play into it, bro. So come on back to the church, brother.
No, I'm not coming back.
I mean, you know what? I mean, real talk. You don't practice religion, but boy,
bruh. I mean, when when you're in the military, they give you two things: a Bible and a motherfucking smart book. You don't get shit else to read. That's it. That smart book get real old, real quick.
Like my brother needs a healing today.
That sounds familiar.
It sounds like it's come back.
I said, ascend that asteroid. I sent it on high. Blow up this world. I said, blow up this world. These niggas ain't acting right. These niggas ain't acting right.
Shall become high. Somebody give me an amen.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. Anyway.
Oh, Reverend do good.
Also, speaking of motherfuckers don't know what they doing.
So let's talk about testing, because there's a little bit of confusion about this, and I think we can clear it up.
Yeah, and there should be.
Your first positive test was Thursday, October 1st, okay? When was your last negative test? When did you last remember having a negative test?
Well, I test quite a bit, and I can tell you that before the debate, which I thought it was a very good debate, and I felt fantastically. I had no problems before.
Did you test the day of the debate?
I don't know. I don't even remember. I test both.
I'm gonna pause there. Nigga, you get the COVID. You remember that day, nigga. You gonna remember that day. Shit.
He stressed me out. First of all, he just looks stupid, and I don't like.
I don't remember when I had gonorrhea. Shit. When did I get tested? Damn.
First of all, I felt fantastic.
I felt fantastic. I wasn't.
What is going on with his vocabulary? Irks me. Like, what did you just only pass 5th grade?
It's like he's overemphasized Dr. Seuss books.
Oh my god! I never heard that comparison. It's really like a Dr. Seuss book.
I got bigly tested.
I felt really good today.
Okay.
time, but I can tell you this. After the debate, like I guess a day or so, I think it was Thursday evening, maybe even late Thursday evening, I tested positive. That's when I first found out about
Back
it.
to the debate, because the debate commission's rules, it was the honor system, would be that you would come with a negative test. You say you don't know if you got a test on the day of the debate?
I have no problem. Again, the doctors do it. I don't ask them. I test all the time. And
Did you take a test, though, on the day of the debate?
You know, if you ask the doctor, they'll give you a perfect answer.
Yeah.
But they take a test, and I leave, and I go about my business.
Did you take a test on the day of the debate, I guess, is the bottom line.
I probably did, and I took a test the day before and the day before, and I was always in great shape, and I was in great shape for the debate, and it was only after the debate, like a period of time after the debate, that I said, that's interesting, and they took a test, and it tested positive.
So just to button it up, do you take a test every single day?
No, but I take a lot of tests.
Okay, and you don't know if you took a test the day of the debate?
Possibly I did, possibly I didn't. But you know, the doctor is very accurate information, and it's not only that doctor; it's many doctors. The one thing.
God damn it! I can't stop.
Oh my God.
This nigga probably got. This nigga definitely got like 200 kids. He got 200 kids. He is.
I've heard like Rachel Maddow and a couple other people tell me what happened, but it's so much worse than him.
I unmuted myself. I thought you were gonna pick up on my sounds or something, bro.
I muted myself because I was just like, "What the?"
I was trying. This man definitely got 50 kids because he is definitely a man to say, "I came inside a woman. I don't know if she's pregnant." The doctors. I asked them. You gotta ask the doctors. You gotta ask the doctors if she's pregnant because I don't know.
Doctors, they're smart. They're
when he did the side, when he looked to the sign, I was done, bro. I was like, "That's in line, dog."
Why
knows that?
Outside of him being the president now, why ain't nobody slapped this nigga up at this point in time in life?
Somebody need to slap him. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Probably
it's so
afraid
bad.
to get the shot. Because Secret Service is like right there.
Like it is so sad.
Why?
Like,
They need to slap him. They need to slap that nigga.
He's gonna get a presidential library.
Nigga, it's gonna be nothing but coloring books.
He gonna.
That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a library of coloring books and pop up books, nigga.
Hey, hold on, and don't try Dr. Seuss like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Dr. Seuss at least had bars. Like,
yeah, this nigga ain't got no bars. This nigga ain't got no hits, nigga.
No. So you say he need to be slapped. Savannah Guthrie actually fucking verbally slapped this nigga.
She did.
What she call him? Somebody drunk uncle?
Yeah.
Now I do. One thing I can appreciate. This is my first time like seeing this clip, and the moderators of the other debate, they was being soft, but Savannah. I know this is not a traditional debate, but Savannah was like, so did you do it or not? Like she was being.
Yeah.
She was being what you needed to, like.
She pressed the issue, yeah.
Assertive with this nigga.
Them other motherfucking moderators was being soft on him and Pence.
And I'm just saying, like right before the show, the first time I watched the clip, and yeah, you can definitely tell why all the Republicans and this nigga been like talking shit about Biden's town hall meeting because this nigga is trash. Nigga, like we need that black dude to be like.
It's definitely trash, and everybody was like if I don't know, but the funny thing is Trump is weird enough to think like, oh, I did great. That was terrible.
I did big.
Hey, is the QAnon shit underneath this one?
Yeah.
Because the QAnon shit was really wild, nigga.
Yeah, it is. That's right there.
Oh, you talking about the clip? Yeah, I'll play it. Here we go.
Here it is. Yeah, let's hear this one.
Hold on.
Let me ask you about QAnon.
Hold on, my bad, Frank. Damn it. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, I haven't heard. This is the first time I'm gonna react to this.
This is the first time I heard the QAnon shit. Let's go.
Theory that Democrats are a satanic pedophile ring and that you are the savior of that. Now, can you just once and for all state that is completely not true and disavow QAnon in its entirety?
I know nothing about QAnon.
I just told you.
I know very little. You told me, but what you tell me doesn't necessarily make it fact. I hate to say that. I know nothing about it. I do know they are very much against
Hold on, nigga. How you don't know nothing about something, but then you like, I know what they against?
I know nothing about QAnon, and you're the president of the United States, and I know that's part of briefings in all the news. You stay plugged into the news, my nigga. They're your homies. You know about that shit.
He's like a nigga cheating. I don't know who that bitch is, but I do know she's fucking 5'2". She got some big ass titties. I don't know who she is, baby. I don't know who she is.
This nigga was like, I don't know nothing. I don't know anything about QAnon, but bylaw 5.73 has
pedophilia. They fight it very hard, but I know nothing about it.
They believe it is a satanic cult run by the deep
study
state.
The subject. I'll tell you what I do know about. I know about Antifa, and I know about the radical left, and I know how violent they are and how vicious they are, and I know how they're burned.
Who is this big-headed bitch in the back with this red mask on, shaking her head? Yes. You see that shit?
Dog, you know who that is? You know who that is? Winston, and I'm gonna try to get verification. Back in the Nicaraguan podcast, we talked about this lady. That she was a lawyer, but she was Spanish.
That's the Hispanic lady that wears all the dresses and shit.
Yeah, she's a lawyer too. I think that's her, bro, because she was running. I'm trying to get confirmation.
She's shaking that head like, You tell him, baby. You tell him. Man, fuck her too.
Shooting down cities run by Democrats, not run by
Republican
Republicans.
Senator Ben Sass said, quote, QAnon is nuts, and real leaders call conspiracy theories.
He may be
Why not
right.
just say it's
Can I be
crazy and
honest?
not true?
He may be right. I just don't know about QAnon.
You do know.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Let me ask you another thing.
Let's waste a whole show. You start off with white supremacy. I denounce it. You start off with something else. Let's go. Keep asking me these questions.
I do have one more in this vein.
Let me just tell you, what I do hear about it is they are very strongly against pedophilia. And I agree with that. I mean, I do agree with that. And
well, at least we know this nigga. I mean, his daughter's of age now, so it wouldn't be pedophilia. So.
Hey, nigga, 10 meters.
He want to fuck his daughter so bad.
Yeah,
I mean, 10 meters. Are you QAnon, nigga?
Fuck no.
But he said
anybody think QAnon or just be like, I don't. He don't.
He'd be very strong against pedophilia, bro. I don't know, man. That sounds like somebody I know on the podcast, bro.
Well,
So are they trying to say that? So if we are against QAnon, then we're against.
Oh, nigga, I'm telling you, hold up. Republicans are sitting here telling you that everything the Democrats are fucking demons, and they out here trying to smuggle kids into the states and start
Pizzagate,
trafficking rings.
Pizzagate, nigga. They was talking about
Pizzagate. That was wild.
They talking about they if you go to a pizza shop, nigga, and order a certain type of pizza, nigga.
It was a specific one here in DC. I forget the name, but they was targeting this specific pizza shop, and all the little threads was basically like people call this pizza shop.
And then some white boy roll up.
One of those white guys drove up from like North Carolina or something. Yeah. Like thinking he was just gonna like catch Hillary at the pizza shop with like some kids in the background. And it's just like a neighborhood pizza shop in DC.
No, but what I'm saying is that if we're against QAnon, right? Does that mean that we're for pedophilia? Is that how they're trying to interpret?
Can I just be a nigga that don't like niggas that fuck kids and don't like white boys?
No, we against pedophilia regardless.
Yeah.
But they think, but we know it's not like some secret Democratic ring of pedophiles.
No.
But what happens is you find out, but it's always Republicans that get caught up in this sex shit. It's always Republicans that get caught up in this pedophilia. It's always Republicans that get caught up in this like I'm tapping niggas' shoes at the motherfucking at the airport.
All this stuff, y'all was just talking about religion. All the stuff that they quote unquote denounce because of religion or whatever. They doing all that shit.
What's his name? Ben Sass from Missouri. I think he's a senator.
They be like, "Oh, we're Catholic." We know about the priests. Yeah, we know what y'all was doing to little boys.
Just get on your knees and bless the Pope.
With Ben Sass from Missouri, talking about behind closed doors to his base or whatever, is telling him that talking about that Trump talks bad about the evangelicals behind closed doors and all that stuff.
He is not a religious man, bro.
He was never religious.
He did, but in like it's like shout out to him, man. Shout out to him playing the game the way he's playing the game. And
played the fuck out of it.
Yeah, but boo to these motherfuckers that don't see they being played.
Even with the apprentice stuff, Trump, that was just like reinventing his personality. He don't have none of those coins and money that it was these reality TV show niggas who wanted to create the show and they used Trump as their person to make the show.
Yeah.
It could have been anybody. It could have been anybody.
Speaking of which, since you got the IRS background, this next clip.
Oh yeah,
it's talking about.
So the nerd in me was like, I don't read a lot of the articles and details, but the nerd in me was like, oh, let's see what they talk about his taxes.
All right, so I want to hear this input.
Hold on. Are you gonna ask him about can you get audited and still reveal your taxes?
Oh, we already know that he can reveal his taxes.
Yeah,
Frank, we threw to the video. Let's do it.
IRS commission said like we not holding.
I want to say two things. Number one, it's a very small.
Go ahead, D. What are you saying?
No, I was saying even the IRS commissioner was like, if he want to show y'all his taxes and show y'all his taxes, it's still his form. So like that's bullshit.
Yeah, he a grown ass nigga. He won't show his shit. He can show his shit. Ain't no motherfucker.
It's no law against it, even if he's been audited.
Ain't no top secret dossier, nigga. Let's go.
Amount of money. Number two, it's very straight. It's very, very straight. But it's a tiny percentage of the worth. Did you ever hear the expression underlevered?
Yeah.
I am extremely underlevered.
Well, here's the thing. You could clear this up tonight by just releasing your tax returns yourself. I mean, that's what I understand. I think people are just wondering.
As you know,
you're the only.
It turned out that I am underwritten.
But the IRS says
excuse me. No, but you
the IRS says that doesn't stop you from releasing.
You accused me of not being underwritten previously, and so did other people at NBC, and I am under audit. So that was solved. That's good. I am under audit. No person in their right mind would release prior to working out the deal with the IRS. And I'll go a step further. I'm treated very badly by the IRS. They treat me very, very badly. You have people in there from previous administrations. They treat me very badly. But we're under audit. It's very routine in many ways, but we're under audit. They like to change the game, change the rules, do everything. You saw what they did with the Tea Party people. You saw what they did with the religious group.
But to be clear, there is no law or rule that prohibits you from releasing your tax returns.
Except common sense and intelligence and having lawyers that say, because I would love to release them, and as soon as we...
Boom. It's common sense and intelligence, and my lawyers say I shouldn't do it. I would love to do it, but my lawyer said, niggas, you stupid?
You he told exactly the lawyer saying niggas is you stupid because they know what the fuck is on the returns. My nigga. If we see what's really there, even based on the New York Times shit that been like the information that we do have now, I'm like, this nigga's out of order.
Nigga, we've been cooking the book since 1980, nigga. And you want to do what?
He don't have no kind of business acumen background. He try to say like this, pull himself up by your bootstraps type of shit. But we know. Go ahead.
You still got your passport to your computer at your old job?
This nigga. Just slide that to the my bread.
God damn it! I thought we about to come up on. I thought we about to have an exclusive up in this bitch.
Look, I'm that high up because look, once the president under audit. Look, none of the little measly peasants like me had access to the audit information. No.
Straight up.
This nigga. I know. I know.
But I live in DC, and it's enough high-income people, sometimes politicians, sometimes not, that you get a general feel for what some of these niggas' returns look like. And I'm like, my nigga, some of the stuff is gonna look bootleg, some of it's not. And Trump, he don't have no kind of business acumen with all those losses. Like, so, I just can't.
You know that nigga's lawyers was watching that motherfucker and they slammed down all they sandwiches. Nigga, like, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
All the stuff they can't. What we do know so far is like he's in debt. Okay, even if everything is, the laws might be favorable to like rich people, whatever. But regardless, like the lawyer said, if you're in debt or you got these things going on in your personal business, you the president. You're not the same as like, we might not like these other billionaires and stuff, but you're not the same thing. So that means, you could be like looking crazy to our foreign allies and things like that because you in debt to this thing. But if you so squeaky clean, just let us know. But you lied because you probably owe Russia some money or something.
I would like to. I would love to, but my lawyers are saying I can't do it. I can't do it right now, Chief. You know what I'm saying, Pimp? I can't do it.
Your lawyer, Vladimir Putin?
He just need one. Well, we gonna cook her though, and she won't be or him. He need one older black woman or one older black man. Be like, nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up and stop talking.
But that's what be so much because the stuff that come out, even the people, it's slowly but surely small like Republican people that's just like, bro, I can't align myself with him no more because he don't even match up. Yeah.
No.
Rudy Giuliani. Did y'all see Rudy Giuliani's daughter came out was like, my father is Rudy Giuliani, but vote for Biden.
You talking about? I call him.
She was on Rachel Maddow last night.
I call him wooden teeth. We call him wooden teeth.
Nah.
Shit, look at Kellyanne daughter.
Who?
Yeah, Kellyanne Conway's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
They all crazy.
Oh shit! That woman is. Woo.
Hey, y'all seen Osama bin Laden's daughter though? I'm joking.
Yo, low key.
On Twitter, niggas was acting stupid.
I mean,
you see the meme where they was like Osama bin Laden's daughter, and then they had a nigga's hand on the steering wheel driving into the fucking Twin Towers, nigga. Talking about I'm on my way.
Listen,
nigga was acting stupid.
Was a terrorist, but at least he was a real nigga. Trump ain't no real nigga.
Yeah, Osama was on that.
He was about his life. He was about his bullshit.
Yeah,
Trump out here just like being. He a puppet for other nations. You think you so strong, and you out here got us looking bad.
So looking bad. Looking bad. You got all our dirty ass drawers up on the motherfucking line. Right? Just for everybody to see, bro. All right.
Hey, speaking of which, before we move on,
look at Lori Lightfoot. This still shot is cracking me up because Lori Lightfoot. Somebody said Lori Lightfoot look like Beetlejuice. I have not been able to unsee it.
She do look like Beetlejuice.
I don't be, y'all know I try not to bash black women, but when somebody said that bitch look like Beetlejuice, it was accurate.
No,
she do.
Yeah,
certain faces she make with that suit on.
I hate that you brought that up, D. Now I'm not gonna be able to not see that.
Sorry, I can't unsee it because somebody just told me that this week, and I just been cracking up.
I'm just gonna push play, and yep.
She look like a brown Beetlejuice, dog. For real.
You ask a gay black woman if she's an originalist. No, ma'am, I am not.
Could you explain that to those who might not understand?
Since the Constitution didn't consider me a person in any way, shape, or form, because I'm a woman, because I'm black, because I'm gay, I am not an originalist. I believe in the Constitution. I believe that it's a document that the founders intended to evolve. And what they did was set the framework for how our country was going to be different than any other. And whatever was there in the original language, that's it. Well, that language excluded now over 50% of the country.
I hate she had to explain that. But anyway.
I do hate this shit to explain it. And like I said, like she be having some questionable like action sometimes, but in general, I'll be on her side a little bit. I'll be on her side most of the time.
Oh yeah, all that's in reference to Coney Barrett because she has been screaming from the mountaintops that she's an originalist, and so that's how she's.
Oh yeah, that bullshit.
Yep. That's why that's in the news because that's a term I learned this week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's going to go into the Supreme Court and she's going to be looking at the documents the way they were written, and we all know
which don't even make sense because why the fuck we even got amendments and shit.
Well, she's gonna look at the amendment the time it was written. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna look at the Constitution, how it was written, or any legal document that comes up the way it was written by the people who wrote it. So she's gonna be looking at shit that was written by people in 1787 that had fucking slaves.
What they meant.
Mm-hmm.
And like, and in this case, I 100% agree with Lori Lightfoot because like we supposed to agree. She said she a whole ass black lesbian. Like niggas ain't give her no shine.
No.
So you supposed to just say I'm not a person. I'm a woman. I'm a black woman. Like what? If ain't Coney Barrett don't get out of here.
That's what we can look forward to on the court for the next 40 years, people.
Yep.
So
enjoy that.
So yeah, that's why I'm lifting weights. So that way when they start the motherfucking Mandingo fighting back up.
Well, you lift your weights. I started my running again. Maybe I can run out this bitch.
And they gonna be on Django.
Hey, but I be running too. That's why I'm a fucking nigga up. We can just take off together.
Your ass Eskimo Joe.
Eskimo, come on, Joe. They gonna be like, what's Eskimo Joe, the nigga in the tree?
No, Eskimo. He said, I don't know why they call him Eskimo Joe. Maybe you think it was cold and then somebody.
Eskimo Joe is a funny ass name. Was he?
Hey, who was the nigga in the tree?
I don't think that was Eskimo Joe, was it?
No, I don't think it was.
I think that was one of his top three.
Now you won 3. Latanya, send this nigga.
Blur the lines on the fourth one.
Right.
Send him to nigga heaven. I was like, oh damn, it's a separate. But I'm an atheist. I don't want to go. Anyway, all right, moving over to the east side of things. All right then. See you later, Frank. Now you got to go.
You got to be a family man and shit. All right, homie.
Right.
Go.
Now the party can start.
Now
Hey.
Number of niggas, we can do what we want to do.
All right.
Love you, sir.
You know it's love. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Nothing but love, man.
All right, but now moving over to the east side of things.
Yeah, let's set this up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so damn, I forgot in my fucking other source of the side eye. I forgot about this shit. So this is probably part 2 anyway. Fucking so Kansas City, the 5th district of Missouri, we have this white dude who's running against Emmanuel Cleaver. Emmanuel Cleaver's against the Kansas City. They named a street after Emmanuel Cleaver. And so he has no chance of winning. But what he has done is he saw this commercial from this Baltimore politician, and he copied it and passed it off as his own. So we looked at that a couple weeks ago. We're not gonna go into that, but I had been on Facebook fucking with this nigga. Me and Rodger were fucking with him at first. I kept fucking with his ass.
Actual politician, y'all was
Yeah.
fucking with him?
Oh yeah.
We don't care about him here.
Yo, the nigga blocked me.
I got blocked too because this nigga. Not that I don't care.
Hold on. But the nigga tagged me before he blocked me. So I was like, you old fuck boy. How you gonna tag me and then block me, old bitch ass nigga? So anyway, since we have somebody from the home city of where this nigga stole the video from, I want to get your opinion on what the original instead of this old Johnny come lately ass motherfucker had to say. You know what I'm saying? So what's this politician's name again?
Kimberly. I think we pronounce it Klacik.
Klacik?
I don't know. Weird.
Crackhead.
So she must not be doing too well because you from the district and
well, it's Baltimore, and I am from Baltimore, but I don't live in Baltimore anymore. So like my local news and stuff isn't as focused on the surrounding areas.
Strong.
So whatever I follow online is what I follow online, but my local news stations are usually DC stations.
But I tell you what, as we watch this video, this shit looks straight up like The Wire.
But I mean, we gonna watch it again. You're right about that. You're right about that part. Right, so go ahead.
All right, let's do it.
Do you care about Black lives? The people that run Baltimore don't. I can prove it. Walk with me. They don't want you to see this. I'm Kim Klacik. This is Baltimore, the real Baltimore. This is the reality for Black people every single day. Crumbling infrastructure, abandoned homes, poverty, and crime. Baltimore has been run by the Democrat Party for 53 years. What is the result of their decades of leadership? Baltimore is one of the top 5 most dangerous cities in America. The murder rate in Baltimore is 10 times the U.S. average. The Baltimore poverty rate is over 20%. Homicide, drug, and alcohol deaths are skyrocketing in our city. Do you believe Black Lives Matter? I do. The vast majority of crime in Baltimore is perpetrated against Black people, who make up
Why she walking so fast? She's annoying the fuck out of me.
She walking fast as fuck.
She annoying the fuck out of me.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who was thinking that. Like, why is she strolling so... You know what? She probably strolling so fast because she got on a motherfucking red dress for anybody who ain't looking at this video. And I don't know. Sometimes gangs make it to different cities. I don't know. Maybe it's a Crip neighborhood. I don't know.
Maybe she know what the fuck she talking about. She trying to walk and get the fuck about the Baltimore streets.
Or maybe, that's what I was say. Maybe, like, you know, she just trying to get out before, like, I don't know. It look like it's noon. Maybe she's trying to hurry up and get out of the area.
Hey, what up,
but she walking fast as fuck with these heels.
They probably didn't have no permit to shoot the video there.
What up, blood?
They doing this shit guerrilla style. She had to get moving.
Nigga, she walking fast as shit.
She walking fast as hell.
I know you talking about. You talking about that power walk you used to take when you was doing that motherfucking that marathon. She shit. She hitting them power steps.
Right. You know, if you power walk the right pace, you can walk just as fast as somebody running.
Hell yeah. I thought she was about to break out. Here we go.
You know how they commute, like,
so why do we care about our
commuting with it, and they switching to their little sneakers while they on the train?
Yeah.
If you ain't see her heels, you wouldn't have thought she had on sneakers.
I thought she did for a minute. I'm glad it wasn't just me bothered by her gait. All right, let's go.
The Democrat Party have betrayed the black people of Baltimore. If the politicians walk the streets like I do, they would see exactly how their policies and corruption affects us. If they don't want to see it, they don't want you to see this. Go to any Baltimore neighborhood and ask this question. Do you want to defund the police?
No.
Absolutely not.
I had 3 sons killed in Baltimore City. And I think if we defund the police office, it's going to be worse than that. So no, I'm opposed to that.
What are you going to defund the police for?
Hey, pause it right there.
How do you
That's why this nigga kicked me off the fucking Facebook page, nigga. Cause this nigga Ryan Dirks, this white boy, this Lee Summit motherfucking ass white boy coming to the city. He talking about we need to end the fucking Joe Biden crime bill, right? And he said, well, what did Joe Biden crime bill do? They brought the fucking tanks and you know what I'm saying, all the bullshit, all the trimmings and trappings that we talk about, they've been overly policed, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I said, hold up. You know what that sounds like to me?
Defund the police.
I said that sounds like you for defunding the police.
Defund the police.
So you a Republican out here trying to defund the police? Why don't you tell me to retweet that shit? You know?
Got him.
He didn't like that. Him didn't like that.
Same concept.
Him
he
not like that.
So I don't know. We let it ride. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah.
In your city, your community, families are losing people.
It's not just Baltimore. The worst place for a black person to live in America is a Democrat-controlled city. It's 2020. Name a blue city where black people's lives have gotten better. Try. I'll wait. Look at this. How are children supposed to live here and play here? Democrats think black people are stupid. They think they can control us forever, that we won't demand better, and that we'll keep voting for them forever, despite what they've done to our families and our communities. Are they right? I'm Kim Klacik, and I'm running for Congress because I actually care about black lives. All black lives matter. Our communities matter. Baltimore matters. And black people don't have to vote Democrat.
She got some big ass teeth. Anyway.
She got some big ass teeth.
Got them.
First, one random comment. Why do Trump, all the Republicans just say Democrat cities and not Democratic? That bothers me. It just doesn't sound right.
Because they sure don't say Republican states like West Virginia.
They be like Democrat cities. Like, it sounds so weird how they say it. But Kim can kick rocks.
She can kick rocks. Oh yeah, because I've been to Ohio. I've been had some the boys' moms up there and shit like that, and it's like certain you gotta go give them to them hollers up there. They call them hollers, like in Ohio and West Virginia, and it is some extreme motherfucking poverty up there, and not a nigga.
I'm about to say, I'm not saying that a lot of the inner cities, Baltimore, Detroit, whatever, we don't have this poverty or whatever, but it's not only our cities.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Also, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be that many, but it is some people that's going to identify with that. Be like if we was talking about the crime bill or whatever, one of the honest things you got to talk about the crime bill was that we had black leaders and stuff who was for it, but if you only presented this certain amount of facts, I could see if you see like crime and stuff in your neighborhood, your immediate reaction is like, let's clean it up if you don't have all the facts. So if you only present this very surface level argument, I can see how somebody, just like our elders might have went along with the crime bill, somebody might go along with something like she's saying, but white people is white people. So I'm not going like sometimes you are choosing between the lesser of the white people. So if I'm gonna have to side with the white establishment, it's gonna be the Democrats over the Republicans. So you can't tell me that Baltimore City, I'm not saying we don't have our gripes, but in my bar, it would have definitely even been worse. Because white people, white supremacy going white supremacy regardless.
Indeed.
Or whatever.
One of the things I had with the Kansas City version of that shit is, first and foremost, at least it was a black woman who had to say what she had to say in this one.
Right. Like, I don't agree with it, but at minimum, I might could. I'm not, as hard as it for me to admit, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some other black person in a city that identifies with what she's saying.
Right. So this white boy in Kansas City has been running around and he's been finding, whatever dude he could on 39th and Prospect to back him up, because they ain't plugged in on what's going on. So they gonna listen to what he said on the surface and take it what it was. But for me, he was cherry picking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was walking through the neighborhoods that, appeal to his story, but they didn't look at all the things that have happened in the last 20 years under Democratic leadership.
Same with Homegirl.
That's bounced Kansas City back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you say same with Homegirl. Like, what you have any?
Well, with Homegirl, one, like, Baltimore is Baltimore, whatever, but it, like, she just showed like the very worst rundown parts of the city.
Yeah, there weren't even people out there on the street.
She didn't. Every place she showed was like some vacant space or whatever.
Yes.
So I'm like, this is real extreme. You pick these people on the street. If you notice, most of the guys was older, whatever. So they more likely to have that kind of like mentality. Like, of course, if you black, of course you probably had somebody. If your son been shot or whatever. So it's like, and I think it's kind of misleading when you just like accost somebody and be like, oh, you for defund the police? Because unfortunately, most people, when they hear defund the police, they just mean no police, but that's not really what it means. So it's a little misleading or whatever. And but I don't know. I'm like, what you going to do to...
Well, that's what it is, because she asked 20 people if they wanted to fund the police. And 16 said, hell yeah. And she grabbed the floor. She grabbed the floor and said, no, that don't make no sense.
Average person in Baltimore, it's like, fuck the police. Like, we black, so it's like you raised to like question these things.
Fuck 12.
But whatever.
And that stuck out to me though, like the most, like, and the majority of the time she was walking, it was like all these areas that had no humans. There was nothing.
No humans.
No birds. No humans.
While she's talking about that, like,
no life.
Even if the Democratic Party is in leadership, the white people are the white people. So all y'all motherfuckers benefit from gentrification. Yeah. So all y'all motherfuckers done let these neighborhoods go to crap or bought out this neighborhood. Like, this is a random sidebar, but like the area where Johns Hopkins Hospital is. Johns Hopkins is a world-renowned hospital, but you like throw 2 stones that way and you are in the fucking project.
Straight up.
And then what they do, instead of like building up that neighborhood, they let it crumble. Then the developers come in, buy, like your grandma had a house for 50 years, but the neighborhood's crumbling. They buy up the property from her. Now it's some expensive apartments.
But let's be on some real talk. Your grandma had it for 50 years, but who had it the 50 years before your grandma?
Exactly.
That's them white folks who got the fuck up out of there 50 years ago because they didn't want to have no black people in their neighborhood.
Yeah, so just like with a lot of big cities, it's like you had this white flight, so everybody left the city. The property value and stuff goes down, whatever. But as soon as they ready to come back, now it's like, they was fleeing to the suburbs. The cities get like these overrun cities. And now they trying to come back and they gentrify the same places that, but this is total type, but one of the kind of random but interesting things about Baltimore is like gentrification has hit the city, but not as bad as it has hit some other cities. For some strange reason, we still have like because of the ports, maybe, I'm guessing, we still have like a white working class,
right,
or whatever. So we still got like some white people who kind of like, we ain't equal as far as race, but we still got like this working class people that kind of like identify. So it's not like as gentrified, like super bougie. It's weird.
I'm knowing. I saw season 2 of The Wire.
Yeah, come to the harbor.
Season 2 of The
You
Wire
better watch your back.
Late 90s. That's like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
But that same kind of dynamic has existed. So now gentrification is happening, but it's still not happening in this extreme way because like those white working class people in Baltimore are kind of like, they still there. Like, and they still kind of like, whatever. Like, I went to school with South Baltimore. It was like white kids. It was just like, nigga, you poor like me. So it's kind of like this odd thing. I don't know if that makes it a smidget different because of the port cities, but Kimberly.
Yeah,
straight up.
We ain't got no port, but we got Independence, Missouri. So yeah.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of strong white meth heads out there.
Like when she was walking through, there was like, that shit look like the white, and you look like Amsterdam, right?
Yeah, it do look like. I wait for motherfucking Marlo and his crew to come out.
Drug market? Oh my God. Whew. I just had to rewatch The Wire. Like, I didn't watch The Wire when it first came out because, nigga, I was just out of high school and I was like, y'all is not about to traumatize me. I just escaped from this. So while y'all niggas was watching it for entertainment, I'm like, bro, I just tried to escape from this. Y'all not about to trigger my emotions. I had to watch it when I got older. Yeah. It was too accurate. Season 4, the middle school kids, it was too accurate. I couldn't watch it at first.
Nigga, that's where I came in on season 4. Yeah, because I'm a teacher. So that's and I'm a teacher and I'm a government teacher. So that shit was right up my alley.
That season, and it's my favorite season. But it came out when I was not that far removed from Baltimore City public school systems, and I was like, no, I can't. My heart can't take it because I was that middle school kid like a few years ago. But now I'm like, damn, it's such a good show. Anybody watching Jamel Hill and Van Lathan's recap of it? Listening to it?
I got it in the chamber for sure.
Okay, because at the beginning of the quarantine, I rewatched The Wire and then they started recapping, so I've been listening to the episode.
Okay, so they going back through it, they revisiting.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Marlo busy.
They've been doing 2 episodes a week since like. They on season 4 now, so they've been recapping the whole thing. If you look on Spotify, whatever, it's way down in the whole. I like their recaps. Their recap's pretty good.
If you like,
I said Marlo. I meant Omar. Omar busy. Omar out here fighting these warlocks and witches and shit.
Oh yeah, he on whatchamacallit? He on
Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, we've been doing a little amateur review of that shit too.
Yeah,
so,
I don't watch, but I seen my nigga. I seen him. I be paying attention to what y'all.
The 10th episode coming up Sunday. So get caught up. You got time to binge. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no job.
She frowned.
I'm not much of a TV person.
I figured. You said so. I was gonna circle back to one point though. You know, say the whole idea of the Democrat cities, the Democrat cities. Well, the fucking Republicans got up and left the city.
Oh my God.
And so they took the tax base with them. And then you wonder why the fuck we got fucking Amsterdam. You know what I'm saying? And all these bullshit. You know.
You mean cities need money? What?
You mean they need money? You mean they need resources?
Where you get that idea from, man?
Where did you get that?
And before we circle back, I know you said Omar, but if you like the character of Marlo, and you have Amazon Prime, I know you're not a TV person, D, but you other 2 Negroes, you should watch Bosch on Amazon Prime. Marlo.
Oh yeah.
But Marlo's him. I like Marlo.
Yeah, but I don't know. I forget the actor's name, but he's on Bosch as a detective, and he does a good job on that show too.
Yes, he does.
Everything I don't watch a lot, but when I do see him, he be like, my name is my name. He is such a good actor.
He's a good actor. On Bosch, like he don't have a big role. Of course, he pays to the partner to the main character. But when he on the screen, he on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
People be thinking I'm a psycho because I like him better than Avon. And I'm like,
no, Marlo the shit, bro.
Marlo the shit. Marlo the shit. He calculated, cold blooded. Avon had I don't know what his emotions.
Avon had a heart. And I'm not, as far as as a human, of course, Avon is more of a human. Yeah. But as a TV character, it's Marlo.
Marlo was hiding niggas in houses in the wall.
Yes, yes, it was.
And I guess spoiler, but hey, y'all, the show was like fucking almost 20 years old, so get over it.
Yeah, get over that shit. He was also in that Wu-Tang documentary, that series. Yeah, the one on Hulu.
I'm terrible. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes enough.
He didn't have a big role. He was an A&R for for the RZA when he first got on with Tommy Boy. You know what I'm saying?
And Michael K. Williams, Omar is on. He got like a little documentary thing on Hulu that I was watching recently.
There's so many
about these drug niggas, but he's good in
There's
general.
so many black actors just don't get no shine, but we already know that.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.